Hello? Is this on? Uh, Sorry for the couple minutes of delay. Uh, it was showing my like connection thing as being bad, so I had to fix that. Can you hear me? Is everything working fine? I assume that you guys can hear me and stuff because you guys are typing in the chat. So, hey everyone, happy Easter. Kind of forgot it was Easter when I was like scheduling the stream. I probably would have put more thought into it if I had realized it was Easter today. Okay. All right. Music's good, audio is good. All right, that's good. Everything is good. So today we're focusing on Xavier. Xavier is one of those characters where it's just like we have no idea really. I mean, he was just pitched as an idea at first, and it was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if Nico had a brother? And it was like, okay, sure, we'll add him, but we didn't really focus on him. So today we're gonna be going over the fan art that you guys sent in, and then we're gonna be doing the character sheet as well as just discussing basic stuff about him, like sort of what we want him to do as a character. Because we can't just have a character who's in there for the sake of being a character. He should have a reason for being in there. So yeah, and then I know a couple streams ago, I can't remember specific. It wasn't last stream, but it was maybe 2 streams ago. We were talking about um, how like Nico. I don't know. We haven't really refined the idea. We'll have to go back to it, but um, basically, we were proposing that Nico lost his eye because of Xavier or because of a deaf relative, and some people were like, oh, well, I like the idea that Xavier's deaf, and then some people were like, no, I don't like that idea because it causes like issues and whatnot. So it all depends on what Xavier's gonna do as a character. So yeah, I don't know. I guess the past couple of streams we've just been going over fan art first, so I think that's really what we need to do first. So is everybody cool with that? I think that's what we should be doing now. Also, how's the stream delay? Is it still... Last time I think I fixed at least a little bit of it. Is the delay still like... Is it like 20 seconds? 20 seconds is pretty bad. That delay might... I don't know. 9 seconds? 9 seconds isn't like super bad, but it's still longer than I would like it to be. Okay, well... I don't know. Anyway, I guess let's just go ahead and hop right into this. It's this one. Yeah, alright, here we are. And our typical scene. So, okay, we're just gonna go. I found this is the best way to do it. We show multiple ones at a time, and I guess we'll just add this, except we have to put this there. Ooh, bad font. All right. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? That's how we've been doing it recently. Oh, what? It didn't save my font. Hold on. Okay. So, I don't know, just put like a 1 dot and then say, like, if you're talking about this one and say, for example, you like the scarf, say 1 dot and then scarf. That's how we've done it before. And oh, I guess these both have scarves. What are the odds that these both have scarves? If you like the shoes on this one, for example, say 2 dot shoes or something. 2 dash shoes or something. Just indicate which one you're talking about, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll add the thing. Okay. 1. What are you doing? Bag. 1. I love long jackets, which I'm happy about Nico's design. Except for a lot of people don't like Nico's design, so I don't know. I like it, but you guys are hating on it, so I don't know. We'll see. Well, we might have to make a more casual outfit for school or something. Okay. 3 shirt, 3 hair. Okay. There we go. 1 shirt, 4. Wait. Does 4 have glasses? Wait. 1 4 glasses? What? I don't know. I think he should have glasses too. I like the glasses idea. 3 panda. I also like I like the idea of him having like a theme where he'll like you know how most, you know, cartoon characters have just one outfit? I think we should have Xavier be the one character who has a bunch of different outfits throughout the show, but they're all themed around one thing. 4 cap. 2 hair. 1 looks. Nice. Okay, are we good? I think we're probably good on that one, right? So where's the best place for this? Probably just right here. Okay, I'm not seeing any responding in the chat. Maybe that's just because of the 10-second delay or whatever. But are we ready to move on? No, okay, you guys are still typing here. 4 choker? You mean the thing around his neck? Necklace? What does the text say? I don't know, like, this one says soft glasses a bit, chubby, satchel, scarf. This one says short, slightly chubby, sweet, shy, softy. These two are actually pretty similar as far as like them listing things, the scarf. That's interesting. This one has a lot of text similar to Nico and working thrill and adventures and pushes Nico to go further and contribute in life-threatening activities, except for we sort of wanted him to be like, well, I guess that's what we're going to be talking about today, but sort of our idea was from the Nico stream was that he would be sort of like, originally maybe he was the one who was like, yeah, let's go on a bunch of adventures and pulled Nico through it when Nico didn't want to, but then eventually they swap personalities because it's like Xavier was scarred and he was like, oh no, please don't do any dangerous stuff. So I don't know. 3 scarf, did I put 3 scarf? I guess not. I'm running out of room. Wait a minute, 3 doesn't have a scarf. Huh? 3 doesn't have a scarf. What are you talking about? This is 3. It doesn't have a scarf. 1 and 2 have scarves. Okay, you know, we'll just move on. Alright. My camera is lagging. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I knew this would happen. Okay. Just a second. Let me end the stream and start it back again. Alright. Are we back? Is it loading? I have a story to tell about this because I knew something would happen. Okay, we're back. So this morning when I turned on my computer, I knew it was going to be a bad day. I knew it was going to be a bad day because when I turned on my computer, nothing was working. Like, all my stuff wasn't loading. It was all slow. I restarted it again, same issue, except, well, actually no. First time I tried to open up Photoshop to load this document, right, to get it all prepped for today. Photoshop wasn't working. So I was like, alright, I'll just restart my computer. Restarted it, then my file explorer wasn't working. I was like, oh, Great. Now I had to restart again. And then the third time around, Discord wasn't working. I was like, I need to get these photos. So then I had to restart again. And so I knew it was going to be a bad day. It's just... I knew it was. I was even contemplating saying this, or like this morning I was thinking about saying before the stream started, if anything bad happens, just know that I knew it was going to happen because of this morning. So if the stream suddenly cuts off again or something, that's why. And if I don't sound as energetic, that's because today is a bad day. So we're going to have to power through it. Happy Easter, guys. All right, we're moving on. Number 2. So this one has 4. Let's see here. This is all loading. Yeah. All right, good. Where am I going to put this one? I wish you could see stuff outside, which I'm sure there's a setting I can tick to change that, but... So, do the same thing. Well, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And, this one, I'm questioning this one, because Xavier's supposed to be a male, right? Like, this just screams female to me, but I don't know. Maybe he's a cosplayer or something. Except for, does that make sense? I don't think that fits his character since Nico's sort of the cosplayer guy. So, okay. 1 hat, 4 hair, 4... Actually, let's do 4 glasses. 3 hair. Okay. I'll not question it. Okay, and I think this goes without saying, some of the designs didn't really illustrate this super well. I think his hair is going to be orange to match Nico's. Maybe that's just me. Does one have a beard? I don't know. That's sort of what it looks like. Except for Xavier's only 17, so I don't know. I don't know. 4 clothes. Just 4 design, I guess. 3 eye color. Well, his eye color is going to be similar to Nico's, isn't it? Or, yeah, Nico's. Like, as far as just the genetic kind of stuff, it's going to be similar to Nico. Well, they can have different hair and eye colors, but I guess, I don't know. It depends on what course of action we want to. If we want to make Xavier like the opposite of Nico, then I think it would be cool to have them have the same hair color, just different design. Like, in Nico's design, his hair's all slicked back and it's very professional looking. Well, professional might not be the right word, but like, it looks very groomed. Whereas Xavier, if he has like scruffed hair and it's like all over the place. If you keep the hair, don't keep the eyes. If you keep the eyes, don't keep the hair. Alright. Well, it can be a different hair color. I don't care. That was just... I don't know. Okay. 3... Outfit. Make the eyes hazel, please. Keep the hair. Yeah... Well, we can talk about this. Well, I mean, I guess now is the best time to talk about this, isn't it? Well, maybe this all... The way he looks probably is affected by his, like, how he is as a character. So maybe we'll talk about... After this, we'll talk about how, like, who he is as a character, what his goal is. Then we'll sort of decide on that and design his character sheet. So after this whole, like, fan art thing... Then we'll just have a general conversation and see sort of what we come up with after brainstorming. Yeah, hair color could be dyed, but again, if Xavier's character is gonna be dyeing his hair, it depends on his character. So I don't know. Like, an example would be like, if Xavier doesn't want to associate with Nico, then he would dye his hair to not look like Nico if he had orange hair. So that's sort of the thing. Okay, it looks like we're done with this one. I don't know where to put this. Maybe just here. Okay, That one goes into 2. All right, now this is number 3. One, 2, 3, 4 goes in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, left to right. Okay, 3 hoodie, 2 design, 3 outfit, 4 outfit. Okay, so here's my my thoughts on these two characters. These two characters look really buff, and at least my interpretation from, I don't know, whatever stream we talked about him in, is that he was going to be more of a soft character, where he would be maybe a little more chubby and not so buff like these two characters look. So that's what I'm thinking for these two, but I'm open to anything, I guess, because we're designing his character now. So if we want to change anything, today is the day. But at least what I was thinking in my head from the last stream that we talked about him in, these two wouldn't really apply because these two look buff. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay. 3 pants. 3 chain. Yeah, well, I guess that could also be applied here, because if Xavier is more of a soft person, he's not really going to have a chain or like a skull. So soft giant. He could be, yeah, sort of. 1 design, 3 hair. Did we already have a 3 hair? No, we don't. Uh, 4 hair. Do we have a 4 hair? We do not have a 4 hair. Wait a minute. How, you can't even see the 4's hair. It's just like a... Okay. Okay, so maybe he's like buff, but he's... I don't know. It depends on what dynamic we want him to have with Nico. I don't know. We're gonna have to brainstorm on this one. Okay, yeah, we should probably move on. Alright, so our final one is this one. So as far as this one goes, we'll make this one 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One bag, bat, bag. 4 hat. Wait a minute. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, 4 does have a hat. 1 design. 5 eyes. 2 hair. 5 design. 1 hair. 2 attitude. And glasses. 1 design, we have that. 1 side. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of stuff on this one. Okay. Oh no! I accidentally deleted it all. Okay, we're back. Oh, it's red now. There we go. 6 hair. Okay, so it looks like 4 is a big one. A lot of people like 4. Five eyes, 5. Okay. So now that we've sort of gone through all the designs, I'll share my interpretation of Nico, or not Nico, of Xavier, and then we can brainstorm, okay? So hold all your comments. It's only going to take like 3 to 5 minutes. Okay? Alright, so my interpretation of Xavier is, or at least was, this is what I gathered from last time. It's most likely going to change somewhat. So Xavier is this character who initially was like, yeah, Nico, let's go do these adventure-y stuff. Let's go do all this stuff. Come with me. I need somebody to be my monkey, to do all the hard work, and I'll sit back and, you know, but we'll still be going on, like, fun adventures and whatnot. We'll go through the neighbor's backyard and do whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. So, after that, eventually, something happens and Xavier changes somewhat. Now, there's 2 different possibilities I was thinking for this. One, because we know that someone in Nico and Xavier's family is deaf. Whether that's Xavier's up for debate today. But that's one thing that could have happened. The other thing is, on these adventures, Nico lost an eye. And Xavier feels responsible for this because Xavier was just, you know, like sitting back, relaxing, and making Nico do all the hard stuff, even though Nico didn't necessarily want to do all that stuff. Except maybe he did, or maybe this is the turning point when Nico was like, oh man, this is actually pretty fun, because this is the first time that he's actually had the thrill of doing it, and Xavier wasn't necessarily just making him or something. So, this happens, and then their whole dynamic switches. Xavier, since he feels responsible maybe for Nico losing an eye, he instead is like, okay, no, don't do that. I don't want you to get hurt anymore. And it's more like, you know, he becomes less, you know, strict, and he's just nicer towards Nico because he just feels responsible for what happened. Whereas Nico now was like, oh man, that was so awesome. I loved losing an eye. The thrill and the adrenaline rush was so cool. And now he's going off and doing these adventures, and Xavier's like, no, it's my fault that you're so interested in them now. Please stop. I don't want you to get hurt or anything. So that's sort of my interpretation of him. As far as what his looks are, in my eyes, Xavier has like more shaggy hair. Not so much shaggy as like this, maybe more like this or like this. Or it's like he doesn't try to do anything, he just brushes it and is like, okay. And then as far as his character, I wasn't thinking he was going to be super buff, but I was thinking maybe like a larger character. So I think he's just like a soft guy. He wants the best for Nico now that he's seen what he's done to him. So I don't know. That's my design. So now let's go ahead and brainstorm. I gotta get the agua. You feel like Xavier should be tall? I actually like that idea too, because Nico is supposed to be shorter. Like, Nico's like 5'6", right? And Luna's 5'9", I think. So if Xavier's around 5'9", oh, just imagine. Well, I guess it depends on Xavier's character, but maybe it would be funny for Xavier and Luna to sort of have like a fun, like, tall person dance, and they dance over Nico as like, haha, you're short or something. I think that'd be funny. Just as, you know, like a comedic gag in a scene or something. But depending on Xavier's personality, it depends on whether I don't know. I think that'd be funny, but I don't want to dictate Xavier's personality just for that scene to happen. So, um, yeah. Could he have a girlfriend? That's one thing that we need to talk about. He's 17. As of right now, he could change. His age could change. Like, we can make him older or whatnot. And maybe him getting a girlfriend is part of the reason why he changed into being more soft versus, like, you know, wanting to go on these adventures with Nico and causing trouble and whatnot. So it just depends on his backstory. I think him having a girlfriend's a good idea. Sort of when we were first talking about, like, when Xavier as an idea first came around, I think a girlfriend or something, that idea was kind of thrown around. Which would be interesting because usually, I think, like, characters who are softer and who are, you know, more caring and responsible, I don't know, maybe that's just me thinking this, but typically in shows, I don't feel like they're the ones who are more lonely, even though they're nice and they deserve, like, a significant other. So I think it would be interesting for him to have a girlfriend. I don't know. His girlfriend could also be a reason for them being more distant. Yeah. Another ship to the Love Pentagon. Yeah. Sky could be his girlfriend. Well, that's interesting, actually. Have we ever really fully introduced the idea of Sky into a stream? For those of you guys who maybe aren't aware, Sky is a character who is either Luna's friend or Luna's classmate or something. We haven't really decided, but it's just a character. I was sent some fan art and I really liked it. I liked the design. It was originally for Luna, but I was like, okay, you know, let's go and just make this a separate character because I like the design so much. So Sky, I don't know, they've been designing her in the Discord. I haven't really looked at it too much. Did I not show your design? Did you send it to me? I thought I went through the Discord. Yeah, you guys should join the Discord. I haven't plugged that yet. If I didn't show your design, send it to me again. Xavier could have a human girlfriend and then they break up when he falls for Sky. I don't like breakups. They just annoy me sometimes. So, I don't know. What? I guess it depends. Maybe if the girl was, like, mean and stuff, I could understand that. But if the girl's a nice girl, it's just hard for me to be like, ah, man, that sucks. So maybe one thing would be that Xavier, I don't know. If it's Xavier deserves a nice girl, so maybe his first girlfriend's like somebody who's just using him, and Nico discovers this, and then there could be this whole episode of Nico and Luna trying to expose this girl that he's with, and then maybe later on he could meet Sky or something. Like, maybe we talked about Xavier just being the one to feel the effect of the notebook, although that's sort of changed. Like, we'll still have to talk about that, but the whole, like, them being affected by the notebook might not be relevant anymore. But if Xavier just happens to stumble into Luna's world, then he could meet Sky there for some reason, and then there could be this whole side episode with Xavier and Sky. I don't know. But also, him getting together with Sky's kind of like a cliche, isn't it? I feel like that's kind of cliche. His girlfriend's name should be Vanessa. Well, if Xavier already has a girlfriend when he meets Luna, which we don't even know when or how they're gonna meet, or if Nico's gonna be like, hey, this is my friend from another dimension, or if he's gonna be like, hey, this is my friend that just likes to cosplay a lot. Xavier worries about Nico, so we can use the notebook. He almost has a girlfriend, so maybe he likes a girl or somebody, and then he just doesn't go for it. Xavier could be in a toxic relationship, and Nico could help him get out of it because he's in denial. Who is Sky? Sky is just somebody, either Luna's friend or Luna's classmate, somebody from the fantasy world. And she's like a more dragon-y kind of character. I don't know. Do I have the design? I might have the design. I'll pull up the design for Sky. Here it is. This is sort of the design for Sky. This was originally a design for Luna, but I was like, I like this design too much to let it go to waste. So this is going to be Sky's character. Okay. Did I miss something? What's this about mushroom pets? I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Anyway, Xavier have a crush on Luna. Here's the thing about that, okay? Is he wouldn't be able to get a crush on Luna unless if he would have to have a reason to have a crush on Luna. Either he doesn't currently have a girlfriend, or the girlfriend that he has right now is a bad girlfriend. Oh, it's in the Discord that I missed. Okay. What if there was a mushroom girl? Well, I don't know. We haven't... we sort of were working on Luna's World last stream. I said that we'd be working on it throughout the Discord, but I haven't done anything. I know some people were working on it in the Discord, but I haven't done anything. I've been slacking. I'll try to spend this next week doing some stuff for it. Okay, so does Xavier have a girlfriend or not? And who is this girlfriend? You sent the design to mail. Well, I did get a couple different mails from people, but they didn't contain anything. So did you send it again? Okay, maybe let's do this instead. We should make 3 options. Option 1, don't type anything yet. Okay, don't type anything yet. Option 1 is single. He's single, he doesn't have a girlfriend, right? Option 2, actually, let me explain option 1 first. If he's single, that can open up a couple different possibilities. 1, he could have a crush on Luna and then eventually could get together with Sky or could find somebody else. That's like the one that gives the most options. Option 2, he has an Earth girlfriend, okay? Now, that one has a couple different possibilities as well. 1, this could just be the girlfriend that he stays with together forever and happy ending, whatnot. 2, option 2, the second option for option 2, is he could, like, this girlfriend could be a bad girlfriend, but Xavier doesn't realize it, or he doesn't want to accept it. So then there's this whole episode where Nico and Luna are trying to defeat this bad girlfriend or whatever. Okay, I told you not to type anything yet, guys. There's 3 options. Okay, and then if he ends up breaking up with his Earth girlfriend, that he could get together with Sky or somebody else or whatnot. Option 3 is, well, that's an interesting option. I guess it would be sort of a piggyback off of option 1, where I guess maybe we should be deciding the end game. What's the end game of Xavier? Is he going to be single by the end of the show? Is he going to be with an Earth girlfriend? Or is he going to be with Sky? Those are the 3 options, and there's a couple of different things. So type in single, Earth, or Sky, Skye, into the chat. Now you have permission to type. If you want my opinion, I feel like he should have... You see, it's hard for me to decide, because while I sort of want him to just have an Earth girlfriend and have it just be like, oh, it's a good relationship and happy ending for them. It's like we don't really have to deal with their relationship very much. Him getting together with Sky is interesting. It's super cliche. It's super cliche. But they both pose interesting ideas. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of Earths. Okay, I'm seeing mostly Earths. So I'm thinking we're not going to deal with his relationship. He's going to have... Well, actually, it depends. Well, you guys said that... Well... let me think about this for a second. If he has... Okay, let's do another vote. We know for a fact that his end game is going to be a girl on Earth. Is this first... Personally, what I want from an Earth relationship is that Xavier and Nico... Not Xavier and Nico. Xavier and the girlfriend that he has is they're together. The first time we see Xavier, he's with this girlfriend or something. We know he had a girlfriend from the start of the show, from what we saw. And then he keeps that same girlfriend, and then maybe they get married by the end of the show, too. I don't know. I guess it depends on how long it would run and how long of a time frame it is. Because if he's 17 right now, then they wouldn't really be getting married yet. I don't know. But my opinion is that Xavier should just keep this girlfriend forever, and she's a good girl and all this stuff. But I guess we could make it to where there's drama, and then Nico and Luna have to go do something. So what do you guys think? Does he have a good or a bad girlfriend? Type in good or bad. We will decide. My vote's on good, though. Okay, I'm actually seeing more bads than I expected, but I think maybe there will be... hold up, stop scrolling. Maybe there will be a bit of drama just to realize he is in love with even the worst. Okay, I'm seeing more goods now than bads. Maybe that's just also me being biased towards goods. See, Xavier is just... I feel like for the character that I envision Xavier as right now, he's the kind of character who's more mature now. He was super immature before, but now he's more mature. He's nicer to people. He's trying to get Nico to be good and all this stuff because he feels bad for what he did. And it's just sad if he had a bad girlfriend. It's like, oh man. Xavier's such a good guy. if he had a bad girlfriend, it would give us more plot. Here's the thing. We don't need to dictate this based on how much plot we need. The show is about Luna and Nico. It's not necessarily about Xavier. There could be a side episode with them, but it's like we don't necessarily need to. There's going to be tons of plot to fill. We have tons of stuff that we can do. Okay, overall, I think I saw more goods than bads, so I think that's what we're going to go with, but I'll leave it up for debate because that's not really the focus. We're not focusing on his girlfriend, we're focusing on Xavier. So we'll just leave it at good for now, but it could change, okay? Can we do that? Okay, let's go ahead and transition over to this character thing. Yay. So I started filling it out a little bit. This is the same character sheet that we had before. Place of birth, I guess, is just going to be Earth, because we haven't really decided on the town or whatnot. Bad girlfriend would show the flaws of Xavier. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. We'll see. Nationality. What do we put for Nico? Irish. That's right. That's right. Nico's Irish. Irish eyes. I remember that last time. That was funny. Okay. Eye color. Well, we had the sort of like greenish. It's like greenish blue. Okay. Hair color. We already made it with ginger. So I guess we can just copy a lot of this stuff over. No, you can't. Dang it. Oh, well, I guess we never really decided. Okay, let's go back here. Education. Is he... Well, if he's 17, then that would still mean he's in high school. So let me ask you this. Should he be in or out of high school? Because if he's outside of high school, he at least needs to be 18. And I'm thinking that he does have a side job. I think that makes a good thing, because one, that gives an excuse for Luna and Nico to just, you know, sort of chill around the house. Especially if, I don't know, like their parents are out working too. But he could also be in college. So I'm thinking if we keep the same idea of him being 17, he's in high school, senior year, he has a part-time job. Dropout high school student? That doesn't sound like him. Okay, so we'll say that he's in high school right now. And, okay, what's his side job? Does he work at like a grocery store? Does he work at a restaurant? Well, what do we want his side job to be? Do I speak French? No, I don't speak French. Busboy? What does that mean? Coffee shop? I actually like coffee shop. A coffee shop is a very peaceful location. Especially if it's more of like a smaller, like not a big business one like a Starbucks, but like a, you know, just like a local coffee shop. Oh, I think that's what we're gonna go with. Not very much. Okay, I think that's good. Height. What do we want his height to be? Coffee shop, can Blake visit that? I don't know. We'll see. Blake, I guess it would be Blake in Callisto's body, right? Possibly. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 5'11s. That would make him pretty tall. I don't really want to make him above 6 feet. What about 5'11"? For you guys who use the metric system, first of all, I'm jealous of you guys. Because we, as Americans, haven't switched over to the metric system yet, even though we need to. Okay, so I'm thinking, wait. Alright, so 5 feet 11 inches is 180 centimeters, roughly. So 180 cm. Okay, that's good. I like that. Does that sound good? Are we good 5'11"? I think that's a good... A little taller than Luna. 190? That's a lot. He's tall. If he's above 6 foot, that's tall. I think 5'11"'s good. Okay. Eye color. What's his eye color? Or hair color? I think they should both be ginger. I think they should both be ginger. And if they're both ginger, then they can have different eye colors. How about that? How tall am I? I'm 5'9". Okay, and just as a recap, maybe I should just pull up Nico. Let me pull up Nico for a second. I still don't know why you guys hate the design so much. I love Nico's design. Look at how cool this is. Like, you guys are like, oh, it's too, like, fantasy-esque. It's more fantasy than Luna's. Guys, he's a cosplayer. This is totally... I don't know. I just love this design. I don't know. If we end up... If enough people are like, okay, we need to make just a more casual design, then fine. But I at least want this to be his, like, adventuring outfit. I love this outfit, though. Like, this is so cool. Okay, anyway, that's not really what we're focusing on. We're focusing on this. He has green eyes, like a greenish, almost looking blue, but more green. And then he has this nice orange hair. So, do we want Xavier to have both green eyes and orange hair? Just orange hair and maybe like blue eyes, for example? Or do we want him to have green eyes and a different color hair? My opinion is that he should at least have the ginger hair. Other than that, I don't care. Brown eyes with ginger. Ginger hair, hazel eyes, amber eyes, dark blue eyes, blue eyes. Brown eyes and ginger. Light brown eyes with strawberry blonde hair. Strawberry blonde hair? What is strawberry blonde hair? I feel like I'd have to see that in order to get it. Grapefruit, strawberry blonde hair. Yes, let's just make a hair smoothie. Pineapple, apple, pear, banana, hair. There we go. Okay. Is a blonde sort of... Okay, let me... Strawberry blonde hair. So it's like... Oh, okay. So it's more of a gingery light hair. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's like a cross between... It's like this if it was lighter. Maybe... Let's see here. Let's go... Let's see if we can mess around with this here for a second. Image. If he's blonde... See, this is like what a blonde would look like. Then if we start introducing... This is more of Nico's hair. It can be a... Something like that. We don't have an Xavier design. This is the best we got. So this is maybe what Xavier's hair looks like. Nico, Xavier. No? Do you guys not like that? I don't know. That sort of looks blonde. Yeah, that's sort of what we're going with. A more gingery blonde. Not full blonde, but more gingery blonde. Too blonde, more pink. What, are we going full pink now? I can do pink. Wait, whoops, wrong thing. Full pink. Bright pink. There we go. He's pink now. Nah. I don't think we should do pink. Let's see if we can pull out his eye here for a second. Okay. As far as eye color... More brown. This is sort of what a brown would look like. Sort of. It could look better. So this is Nico. This is Nico's face. This is Xavier's face. Blonde with pink tips. Here's the thing. Is Xavier the kind of guy who would do that? Like, is he more of... I don't know. Because if he's more responsible and, you know, trying to... I don't know. It all depends on his character, I guess. Xavier should have the same freckles. Yeah, should Xavier have freckles? I think so. That sort of fits like the good boy kind of things. Nico dyed him when he was sleeping. So Nico just came in and dumped a bunch of pink hair dye on his hair. That'd be funny. Actually, I like that. That's funny. Okay, so you guys like freckles, it looks like. I could be okay with that, actually. Because I think that's definitely something that Nico would do. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Nico's like, man, Xavier, you used to be so much more fun and more adventurous. Maybe dyeing your hair an exotic color will make you change or something. So maybe I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna keep that, but let's go ahead and try. Let's go back to that pink. A more pink Xavier. Or pink tips. Here's the thing. Would pink tips look... I guess it depends on his hairstyle, first of all. Light pink? Can I do a light pink? This is sort of a light pink. Could even be tinted a little orange. I don't know. This lightness doesn't really... It just adds white to it. It doesn't actually make it lighter. Tinted orange. It sort of is tinted orange. Like, this is orange. This is more pink. Okay, that's full pink hair. Then what if we also did tips? What would tips look like? The thing is, I don't know how to really illustrate it very well. So I guess I'll just grab this. I can't make it like... I'm not going to put too much effort into this because... Like, if I was doing this to make it look good, I would add, like, a nice transition and whatnot, or, like, a gradient, but this is sort of what pink tips would look like, I guess, maybe. Which I guess could be accomplished by Nico taking his head and dumping it, but if he's asleep... Imagine a cute moment when his hair rose and he can finally cut it off, and then Nico just... and comes back with blue tips. Maybe he likes it, actually. Okay, so here's the real question. Pink or no pink? Type in pink or no pink into the chat. And the pink, I would assume that the pink is not from Xavier wanting pink. It would be more of Nico being like, I'm cursing you with pink hair. I'm like almost positive I'm seeing more pinks than no pinks. But I am seeing a lot of no pinks, so... Okay, let's do a poll. Oops. Okay. Alright. Into the chat we go. enter in this poll, please. We will determine whether or not he has pink or no pink hair. And it doesn't even have to be... It could be for just one episode, but then, okay, if you only want it for one episode, put no pink into the voting. I guess I should have added apart from tips, too. Pink would be tips or just... Okay, so right now, it's 18 votes for pink, 19 votes for pink. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so... Alright, so this was Mr. Fruit's rendition of a more strawberry pink, which is better than what this blondish person is looking like. Okay, what about this? This would be more of like a natural hair color. Oh, whoops. Guess I can't do that. Oh, wait, what about this one? Maybe there's just like one episode where Nico's like, hey, I got this pink hairspray and it's not permanent dye. So he sprays it on Nico's hair and then he has to go a whole day with pink hair. But actually, I like this one for his full-time hair because it's sort of pinky, but it's not like super pink. It's more of, it's like a, you know, I guess strawberry color is good. Okay. Okay, I guess that's what we're going with. This one looks very sweet and soothing. And then, so I guess light brown eyes, nice looking hair color. Okay, that's what we're going with then. Eye color, brown, hair, strawberry, blonde, maybe. Build. Okay, what's his build? Is his build more like fluffy or is it like refined? Is it thin? I'm thinking... I don't know, actually. Do I need to... Alright. Oh, this was a curse. I shouldn't have done this. Alright, I can't read the chat just a second. Alright. Okay. Scroll up a little bit. Skinny, slim, big, skinny, big, thin, and soft. Skinny, a tall stick. A bit over average. What did we make Nico? Nico is average. So do we want... Here's the question. Do we want Xavier to be bigger? Like, bigger than Nico? Or skinnier than Nico? Oh, well, and if he's taller, taller people are typically more slim, but he can also just be a tall, bigger person too. Okay, I'm seeing I'm seeing bigger than Nico, I think. I think I didn't get that. I'm also seeing a lot of skinnies. Dang it. Why do you guys make me do this? I don't like doing the polls. Okay. What? Fine. Fine. I will make a poll. Okay. Bigger or... Whoops, dang it. Oh, did you already make one? Okay, well there can also... This is missing a thing. Because you can also have, you can also be bigger but not as muscular. Alright, we'll try that out. Are you gonna add that fruit? Kim from Miraculous? He's more muscular. Alright, just a second. We're trying out this new polling system. Because here's another idea, right? If Xavier used to be this more adventure-y type of person, I guess it depends on how long ago that was. But if it was fairly recent, like maybe he was in 8th grade, that was only like, what, 4 years ago? If he's a senior? He could have been muscular. But maybe he kept that muscle or some of it so he's more buff, but is also... Kim from Miraculous is actually not a bad idea. He should wrestle? Muscle is easy to lose. Yeah, that's true. So I guess that he would have to continue to work out. We never really decided on his... Okay, here's a new poll. Go to this poll, answer the poll. This one's a little bit different. You order them from least to greatest, or greatest to least. Yeah, from best to the top, from worst to the bottom. So it's like a new thing. We never really decided on his personality though, right? I feel like that's something that we should do sooner than later. We spent a lot of time on just his physical appearance. Kim plus Nathaniel equals Xavier. Well, okay, so do we want to make Xavier a more soft character? That's sort of, I think that's sort of what we've all been implying, but we never really decided. Right? Like, I don't know, personalities are so difficult because personalities can be so unique and different, and some things, some people might act a certain way different from others and whatnot. So just would like the polar opposite of Xavier of Nico be a good way to explain it? Probably not, because you have to remember, if we are doing this whole backstory thing where Xavier used to be or was the one who pushed Nico on all these adventures and is the one who got him into it, Nico's or Xavier still has part of that mindset in him, but it's not like he definitely changed, but he was like that at some point. Maybe he isn't very soft, but he has time. Maybe we should think about it like this. Does Xavier actively try to stop Nico from going on his adventures? Is Xavier the one who's like, no, Nico, you shouldn't be going on these adventures because it's dangerous and I don't want you to get hurt? Okay, how do we access the poll results? Is it here? Oh. Guess I have to answer and maybe I'll show you. Oh, go to results page. Okay. So it looks like skinny is number 1, muscular is number 2. Okay. So it looks like most people are wanting him to be more protective. So what about this? What if he is a more buff person, and since he did previously sort of, go on these adventures and whatnot, he's like that. So if there's any conflict, he's the one to stand up and to stop it, and he can because maybe he is more muscular. He built up muscle from all his adventures and was like, all right, well, I might as well keep this muscle so he continue to work out. Well, he could be skinnier, but it wouldn't be. He would still be buff because he has muscle. So maybe Kim from Miraculous is a good representation, because Kim, he's bigger, but that's because he's more muscular. We okay with that? Is that... Like, he can still be skinny. But he would have some muscle. Oh wait, we can come back to this later. I'll just put muscular for now, but we can change it. Okay. And with that being said, we should also determine if Xavier is the one who's deaf. Is Xavier deaf? Right now, it sort of seems like if he's a senior in high school, him being deaf is going to be pretty difficult. So maybe it's a different person in Nico's family who's deaf, like a grandmother or a mother or a father or someone. Okay, I'm seeing mostly no's. Okay, so Xavier is no longer deaf. It's somebody else in Nico's family, which I feel like with how we're envisioning Xavier right now is better. Alright, well, it doesn't really matter who's deaf. We can determine that later. We should probably focus more on Xavier since this is Xavier's stream and we're already running low on time. Okay, distinguishing features. If he's more responsible, I don't know if he would have a tattoo or not. But he kind of seems like the guy beforehand to like go out and like get like a weird tattoo, but he regrets it now. Back when he was like a more rebel-y type character. That would have been when he was in like maybe 8th grade. I don't know. It depends on when Nico lost his eye. Freckles. That's right. We do want him to have freckles. Yeah, so I'm thinking no tattoo because it just doesn't make too much sense for his age, and he wouldn't do it now. Glasses. Well, the glasses comes later. Okay, let's just leave it at freckles for now. Preferred outfit? We can determine that later. Let's skip that for now. Glasses? I think he should have glasses. What do you guys think? Glasses sort of fits the more nice character pretty well. Yeah, okay. That's a definite yes. Accessories. I guess it would be more of does he have a necklace or not. Other than that, I don't think so. Maybe he has a necklace from his girlfriend. A scarf? A lot of people seem to like scarf too. Or like a bag. Maybe since he's more like protective and stuff, maybe he always carries around a bag and is ready for everything. So he has like anything at a moment's notice. Promise ring. Okay, so do we like both the scarf and the bag? If he has a scarf and glasses, a beanie is a must. Why? Why is a beanie a must? Okay, but him wearing a scarf everywhere he goes doesn't. I mean, like, because what if it's the middle of summer? He's not gonna wear the scarf in that case. So we need to pick something that makes more sense. Like, he could wear a scarf and a beanie during the winter time. And fall. Okay, maybe we should focus more on the bag idea. Do we like the idea that he has a bag and This bag is more of like he has everything, like a first aid kit, just a bunch of random stuff that you typically wouldn't need, but you know, he finds himself in situations where he needs a bag. It's like a satchel. Okay, so we like the satchel idea. Then, do we want a necklace or something from his girlfriend? What kind of bag? It's like a satchel bag. It's like, it has the one strap. I'm thinking that, or at least that's what I envision it as. Okay, here's the thing. A cap doesn't make entire sense because if a lot of this is going to be taking place during the school year, they typically don't allow hats in schools. So it doesn't make sense for his full design to have a hat. Just thinking about it from like a designer standpoint. Okay, two options, right? We know that he has a girlfriend right now. So does he have a promise ring where it's like, oh, we're together forever or whatever, or a necklace, or none? I could see the ring. The ring's kind of cheesy. Or, I mean, I guess you could also do both. Bracelet? A bracelet wasn't an option. A sticker on his glasses? How would that work? Necklace, necklace, bracelet. Okay, so maybe it's between necklace or bracelet. Yeah, I would say a bracelet's too close to Luna and Nico's bracelet eventually. So I'm thinking for that reason, it makes more sense for the necklace. Alright, let's just do a necklace. Okay, grooming. Did we decide on untidy but clean? Like, it's not as groomed as Nico's. Like, Nico's is more of a smart, very put together. Sort of. It's like he definitely combed it back and tried to make it look... What? A watch? We want watches now? Okay, we can add a watch. Xavier sort of seems like the character who's just like, okay, I'll brush it, whatever, and I'm good. Like, sure, he's responsible, but he's like, whatever, it doesn't matter, it's just hair. Okay. Health. Or ticks. Skip it. So, what are some of his ticks? Like, man, like, I mean, I guess he's always prepared. Like, he has a bag. But would that consider as a tick or a mannerism? Points his finger. Well, Nico's sort of the one who's super... Like, he uses his fingers a lot to point and stuff. Brings up the past a lot. That's a good one. Always thinking something bad will happen. So maybe, like, he's more negative. Plays with necklace when nervous. Okay, I like that one. Puts bandages in all of Nico's pockets. Actually, I kind of like that. That's super weird, but it's funny. It's like Nico's like, oh man, what are all these bandages doing in my pockets? Throws them out. That could be funny. Do we like that? No? Doesn't talk? Okay, well, nobody seemed to pick me up on that one, so guess not. Okay. They always come back, and at the one time he needs them, he always throws them away. Yeah, they're just gone. Inspirational post-it on his door every morning. Leaves Nico. Well, here's the thing. If he's always thinking something negative will happen, is he the one who's going to be like, today is going to be a good day? That doesn't... I don't... Always his medical kit ready? Yeah. His bag is always ready for stuff. So do we like the bandages? Always, like, he finds bandages everywhere from Xavier. Xavier's just, like, putting bandages all over the place. Yeah, today's gonna be a good day if you stay inside. Can he have a cat? I wouldn't be opposed to Nico's family having a cat. Nico's cat plays with the bandages. Okay, we're gonna do the bandages thing. Okay, health. Do they suffer from any chronic illnesses? I guess before it would have been like, oh, he was deaf. What was since he's not deaf anymore? PTSD. Well, would you call it PTSD? More of just... Maybe you would. But it probably wouldn't be as extreme as that. And would that I don't think... Would that constitute as being health? Stutter? That would be under speech and communication. So maybe he has anxiety. Maybe that's a good one to put down. Let's go with that. We gotta speed up a little bit here. All right, handwriting. I think his handwriting would be more careful. Careful is probably a good word. OCD. We can also do OCD. Yeah, let's do careful. Okay. What is his... Like, okay. What did we put for Nico? Confident, powerful strides, fast walks at a clip. I think he would be like fast. Like he's always trying to keep up with Nico. Like he's like, I have to keep Nico in my sights. Make sure he's not doing anything bad. Would he be distracted though? I don't know if he'd be distracted. Why would he be distracted? I mean, I guess if he was distracted at Nico's health. So maybe he's fast, but... let's say he's distracted by Nico. Apologizes when he bumps into a wall. That's good. Okay. Let's move on. Speech and communication. Style of speech. I don't see Nico as being like, oh, like a super elegant, elevated speaker. I see him more of a, like a, I don't know, what's the word to describe it? Like, it's just more informal. That's probably a better way to put it. Informal. Clear and concise. Because you have to remember, most of his life has been spent doing weird, adventure-y, daredevil stuff. It's only fairly, I would consider maybe 4 years fairly recent. I mean, definitely enough to change a person, but not like he changed the way he talked, maybe. So maybe peppered with slang? I don't know. May not always come back to it. I would think he also speaks really fast. So I think like he's always talking super fast. Let's see, is there any other place to put it? Maybe it would be under speech tics. Okay, maybe just peppered with slang. Let's just put that for now. We can come back to it. Okay. Do they have an accent? Does Xavier have the Scottish accent? I don't think it should be a super thick one. If he does have one, it should be like pretty light. Maybe it's similar. Maybe it's like he starts like he can control the accent to a certain degree, but when he starts like yelling at Nico, then it starts to get out there a little bit. Similar to what we said with Nico, I think. Irish when angry. Yeah, we said something like that. Why don't we just do that? Why don't we have it to where he can control his accent, but then eventually, if he gets super worked up about something, then it just goes like kind of crazy. His parents can be the ones who have the thick accent all the time. Okay. Pitch. What's his pitch? Does he have a high voice, a low voice? What's his pitch of voice? Deeper than Nico. Okay, I'm seeing more deep. We're gonna go deep. Okay, posture. What's his posture? Part of me is thinking like, yes, he's super stiff and military and like, you know, that, I guess. I don't know. It feels like we have two different characters here. Because we need to because it's like, is Xavier really responsible and protective? And if he is, does that make him more stiff? I don't know. We'll definitely have to think about his character more than what we have right here. Because right now, we have like a very general, like, okay, so he's just this kind of supportive character. But we don't really have him fleshed out enough to fully... And we don't necessarily need to. He is a side character, but... He can be protective and casual. Yeah, I guess so. So let's just make him more casual for now, I guess. Okay. Gesturing. Compulsive hand talker. Only... I think this one works the best. What do we think? Is it only when he's angry that he goes like, and uses his hands a lot? Because I would think it's similar to his accent, like he can control it. But when it's out of control, and like, it would, so probably these two I think would be the best. What do you think? Seeing some yeses, but because of the delay. I would think these two make the best. So let's just leave it at that. Okay, level of eye contact. Is it direct, shifty, etc.? Direct. I would think direct. Direct makes the most sense. Or maybe it would be shifty because he's trying to like look around for Nico. What do we think? Is it direct, like he's... Because if he's responsible and stuff, then he would... it's just like, we don't... There's two conflicting characters. Because if he's this obsessed with Nico, would he really have a job? Like, because you would think he would want to just be around Nico all the time. So, I don't know. We might have to completely redo his character eventually. Okay, let's just do shifty for now. We can come back to it later. Speech impediments. Does he have like a speech problem? Probably not. Let's just say no, because we're running out of time. We need to, let's see, how much farther? Oh, I guess we are doing pretty fine. We needed to leave, like, probably 10 minutes to decide what we're doing next time. Okay. Speech tics. This is where we can add, like, if he stutters, if he does other stuff. His character should be more about avoiding danger rather than protecting Nico. I agree. He should be caring for Nico, but he shouldn't be overprotective. Because an overprotective character where he's just constantly hovering around Nico could be annoying. He must be his own person or he won't have... Yeah, for the lover, yeah. So I think we're going to have to come back to his character. Because right now it's sort of like all over the place. He's more scared of danger than obsessed with Nico. He rambles under this. Okay. Does he have any tics? Mumbles to himself when anxious. Okay. That's good. Okay. I don't think he should have a curse word. He doesn't seem like that kind of character. Goes off on tangents. Okay, I like both of these. Repeats himself a lot. Like, I'm fine with, like, if it's shoot, that's fine. Actually, I say shoot a lot. Shoot. Dang it. Dang it or shoot. I say both of those a lot. Okay, let's just do shoot. Catchphrases. Does he have a catchphrase? No. He doesn't have a catchphrase. Nico, stop. That's his catch. I like that. Nico, stop. Okay. What do they find funny? What's their sense of humor? He finds eye puns funny. It sort of all goes back to it, because if he's super overprotective, he's not going to find those things funny. So, we're going to have to redesign his character at some point, probably. But it's good to have just a base so we can sort of talk about it. Dad jokes? Actual funny jokes? His girlfriend's jokes? Okay, let's just do dad jokes. Okay, what's their smile like? Is he a character who can't smile? Or is he a character who has a soft smile? Quirky smile, can't smile, warm smile, sweet, happy smile, suspicious smile. A worried smile? Let's just do a soft smile. Emotive. I think they wear their... I think he would wear his emotions on his sleeve. I think he always... Just like... He's super easy to read. You can always tell what he's thinking about. I think that makes for a funny character. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Maybe he never smiles around Nico because... Okay, I like that one. But, yeah, we're gonna have to, like... Yeah, we definitely need to do something about his character. Because right now, it's like he's all over the place. Let's do, like, he has a constant worried face. Like a, oh no. He's like a, or maybe like preoccupied. Because worried face isn't the right word, I don't think. Distracted. Right now, this character that we've been designing is more worried towards Nico. Like, he's more obsessed with Nico. But I don't think that should be how actual Xavier is. So we're most likely going to have to redesign Xavier's character, which I know sucks since we just spent all this time doing it. But, okay, we're running out of time. What do we want to do next stream? Do we want to, well, I guess we could do, I don't even know, because we haven't really done anything. I know there's been a couple things on Luna's world, so it's probably still too early to do Luna's world. What more Xavier? You guys want another Xavier stream so soon? King stream? The internal team should make Xavier. Yeah, we'll probably have to brainstorm exactly what character we want Xavier to be, because right now it's just sort of all over the place. The King? So maybe like a backstory stream? And sort of... Or a Blake stream. Actually, we haven't done Blake. Okay, so it's probably versus the King. King versus Blake. What two things do we want? Oops. King or Blake? And my guess is we would be designing their character. Okay, I'm seeing more Blake. So we already have Blake's design. So let me go ahead and pull up Blake's design here real quick. Here is Blake. I love his design. Okay. This is Blake's design. So we don't really need to do fan art next week, so we can sort of just... Now, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know. We'll see. We can do something with Blake next stream. We'll do it something about Blake. Like, fully designing his character. Maybe more of his backstory. Because I feel like, at least when I've been talking about Blake, I've had this idea of how he acts. So maybe it's more of just explaining how he acts, and then going over his backstory. Sort of what made, like, if he was an adventurer or something like that. And maybe we can also talk about, like, how quests and knights work in the fantasy world. Okay. That's what we could do next stream. And maybe we can throw in Callisto in there too. We can do something. We'll find something to do next stream. It'll be something with Blake and Callisto or something. Popular teacher Blake, yeah. So, like how he became a teacher and whatnot like that. Alright. Well, I think that's about it for this stream. Thanks for joining me again. It's always fun. We need to get working on the or not his, Luna's world. Cause I know I said I was gonna do that, but I never ended up doing it last week. I kind of slacked last week, so gotta do stuff. Is Blake the antagonist? He is for the first little bit, and then he turns into this partner. Like he ends up helping Luna and Nico eventually to defeat the king. Yeah, he's the good bad guy. All right. Well, thanks for brainstorming Xavier with me, even though we're gonna have to redo it all because it's like, you know, it's all over the place. So, well, no, it's not a rip papyrus. Papyrus is still a thing. Oh, Pastel, it was your birthday yesterday? Happy birthday. Or late birthday, I guess. Yeah, we never call him Papyrus. Blake just sounds better, I think. But, yep, alright. That's gonna be it for this stream. I guess I'll just see you next week, next Sunday. Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. The name Papyrus shouldn't be used. Yeah, well, we could talk about that later. Maybe next stream we'll talk about that, actually. Alright. See you guys. Thanks for joining me again. Happy Easter. Have fun. Stay safe. Wash your hands. All that good stuff. Stay inside. Alright, see you guys later.